Hello, everybody. It's Captain Thief. It is June 16th, as far as you know. And I have that long-awaited thing that I've been meaning to do for quite a while. And that is, of course, it's Stahl's birthday. And in this house, we celebrate Stahl's birthday. So that's entirely why we're going with this whole June 16th motif. And for such a precious day. She's not my favorite character or anything. Read between the lines, people. We're doing the Desktop Dungeons item tier list. Finally. Which, is going to take a little while. So, let's go and crack open a cold Pepsi. Now, you may have noticed that I went ahead and... it's kind of boring when there's nothing else going on here. 1 second, please. I want to see if I can do 2 games at once. Please tell me I can. Oh, yeah. Okay, this even gives me music to go along with it. This is great. This is wonderful. This is lemon and lime. Anyway, as you might have noticed, he's fishing. I went ahead and just kind of took everything that wasn't a item that is relevant to my purposes. And, I'll go ahead and help anyone with OCD. There you go. Isn't that much better? So, why am I doing this? Well, a certain friend of mine informed me that when it comes to Desktop Dungeons Rewind, as it was in the original game, I think it was in the original game, when you unlock an item earlier, it will show up more often, permanently. And that means that, if I unlock things later, the things I like later, I won't get it much better. I don't know. What am I trying to say? Catch the fish, you're throwing me off. It's a CD, actually. So, as such, the first thing I unlocked was the balanced dagger, so we're going to see that more often. This particular tier maker is using the old icons. The old icons are fine to me, but it may get a little confusing because I can't really tell the difference between, say, I can tell the difference between the Dragon Soul and the Health Sigil, so I don't know what my problem is. Oh, it's the Witchlock Pendant versus what's that thing that you eat and it gives you a whole bunch of EXP? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes two items will look very similar, and maybe I have it wrong, but I'll use the right name at least. Especially when it comes to not knowing the name of this thing. Is this the Witchlock Pendant? No, this is the Amulet of Yendor. Okay, this one's Yendor, this one's Witchlock. I'm fairly certain. Go ahead and catch that fish. So yeah, just go ahead and shoved all the preps up here. I put all the default items that are already unlocked because hey, that I can't unlock those. And these are items you just kind of find and you bring back, like from Dragonall, from a certain sub-dungeon, from the demonic libraries, from Namtar's lair, from Naga City, from Thief Gold, if I remember right, and the Wall Cruncher. Who knows? You get it from a bunch of places actually. Mostly from the Havendale Bridge, I think. And then the whole elite things. Now, you could say that the elite is unlockable because you unlock all of them at once. But, I mean, it's not really relevant to our purposes. We're just looking at quest unlocks here. And, speaking of, let's go ahead and look at the quest items at least. So, can you do that? You can totally do that. You just have to go to quest. Well, there we go. So if I ever get stuck on one and I don't remember how you unlock it, well, hey, we got this. So let's go ahead and get started. So, first thing, the Agnostic's Collar, Paladin Silver unlock. I'm fairly certain. Maybe I should just trust my... Yeah, this is Paladin Silver. Okay, I'll just trust my own judgment. What does it do? It lets you destroy altars without any repercussions, which is great. I mean, it gets you a lot of good piety. But it's kind of expensive, isn't it? Isn't it like, hang on. Yeah, so here's cost, CP. Okay, so this last one's just a conversion. So, 25 gold, you're kind of spending pretty much all your gold on one item, but you get all this piety pretty much for free, and with every desecration comes a couple of, what do you call those? You call them, get out of jail free cards. You know, you can go against the deity's wishes and they won't punish you and stuff, or they won't even take piety. So it's a pretty good item. I really want to say it's definitely, it's feeling A rank, but you know, as we go through more items, maybe I'll feel differently. Okay, so bounce dagger. Hang on, I have so many rows I have to actually like kind of climb a ladder. There. It goes there, alright? It's just that good. It's so good that's been kind of crippling to my gameplay. I'm gonna be honest. Great game and all, but can we turn down the music just a bit? Turn it up just a bit. Okay, cool. Cool. Hey guys, find the hidden red panda in the video. So yeah, before nerf, when it was 3 EXP on every even level kill, it was definitely S rank. Now that it's just 2, it's still like at least a high A rank. I mean, you can say that as far as an item goes, it's a bad item because it teaches new players to play the game wrong. But as far as not having to waste exploration hunting down, you know, +1 level mobs, it's really good, especially in like a vicious dungeon or even hard. Battle Mage Ring, +1, and it's also really cheap, and it's a small item, so there. Meh. Battle Mage Ring is very expensive last I checked. It's, what was it, Wizard Silver? Wasn't it? No, you unlock it by doing something called Minecraft. Okay, yeah, it's also 25 gold. Which means you're going to do +1 damage per level, which, you know, instead of doing 4 more damage, it's, you know, 25% more damage. Whoops. I mean, you know, I meant to be here. Totally. It's good for certain builds, but I'm putting it in B. You know, for certain things where you just absolutely have to have a mage kill the final boss or whatever is really good, but for everything else, it's just a little bit more damage. It's really more for like those runs where you're a gnome or you're an elf, you're level 10, you have either 10 mana potions or you have like 20 max MP and you really want to make your burns work. But you're not always going to do that. That's my opinion. And by the way, all this is my opinion. You know, that's why I have a fishing red panda in the whole video, because, you know, don't take it so seriously. I'm not a super expert. I'm not Srid. I'm not any of the other good players. All right, so this one is the piety bead. I forgot. It's like some sort of pebble. The blue bead. Gain 1 +1 MP when you kill a valuable, EXP valuable monster. Small item, 5 gold. It doesn't sound that good. But because it's so cheap, and, you know, you can get, you know, a free cast or something, it's still pretty good. I'm definitely going to put at least a B. We might come back to it later, though. If I had to choose between it or the Battle Mage Ring, I'd put it a little bit higher, actually. Okay, the Crystal Orb, Crystal Ball. How do you unlock that again? That's definitely not a silver challenge. It's something we have to get from the Realm's Finest. So, every time you cast a spell that costs 3 more mana, you get a charge. And when you activate it, it will cost you 4 gold at first, 6 gold the second time, 8 gold the next time, going up and up and up and up. But it will recover all the mana worth of all the charges that you saved. So, in a way, it can be like a free, full mana. That's pretty good. But that still kind of puts it somewhat in the Battle Mage Ring. A bit more than that, actually. It still costs you money. And that, in fact, how much does it cost to buy? 15? And then it eats money afterward. So it's kind of a difficult thing to say. Hang on. So what are we doing with this? What are we doing with these fish? Here's what we do with these fish. You can sell trash. Huh. Oh, I can recycle? This is really cool. I think they might have ripped some of the sound effects from Stardew Valley, though. So, I don't know. We'll just hit sell all. What else are we doing? You get karma. I don't know what karma's for. Let's... You know what? I'm totally all about more inventory space. And you can also just have him fish on his own while you go make dinner or something. So, yeah. Let's get more luck. There we go. So now we have +1 luck. And we have a strong charm. Oh. Oh, you can only have 2 on at once? I see. Okay. Well, I like the luck. We'll just keep that up. Here, go ahead and catch another fish for us. Thanks. So anyway, yeah, the crystal ball, that's pretty good. You know, it's something that you have to really prep for it, though. If you see it at the end of a dungeon, oh well. It's really hard to make use of it. You can spam get in there all you want, but, you know, it's like you're just wasting MP to get MP later. I don't know. I'll think about it. Dragon Soul. S rank. No, well, high A for now. It's just 50% chance that, or 15% chance that your whatever you're casting will be free. And if it's something like Sidestep, that's huge. Burn Dress, that's huge. Even Get In There or Biceps, that's still handy, I guess. Saves you a lot of MP in the long run. Definitely really good. You just have to unlock it through beating that one quest in the you know, the place with the thing. Now here's the question: how come it's not showing up on here? Because I can't read, that's why. Yeah, okay, so you gotta beat the Cursed Oasis. I remember that. And you can't beat it by prepping a Dragon Soul or something like that. Okay. So, that's great. That's good. Okay, so the Fireheart, you remember what the Crystal Orb did? It's basically the same thing, but instead of 1 MP, you're getting 5% of your max HP back. And that's still really good. It's a full heal in a way. I don't think there's any way to like let it make you get overhealth. Maximum 100%, yeah. So you can't get overhealth out of it. I would put it C. I mean, I'm sure for some people, myself included, it saved a run or two. But again, you have to know to prep it beforehand. You have to cast a whole bunch of spells to get it ready. And then you have to remember to use it. I don't know. Midas Gloves. I'm sorry, you know, Rogue Silver, Thief Silver, we're seeing a pattern here. Get +1 gold every time you kill a EXP valuable mob. That's pretty nice because, you know, you're getting money back. And then once you're done killing all the mobs, you just recycle it. And if I remember right, it's worth actually a lot of conversion points, yeah. Only costs 10. And it's worth 45, so it's really good even if there were no gold valuable mobs along, but it pays for itself, and that's what makes it an S, okay? If I had to choose between the two, it'd probably be this one, but, you know, we'll just keep that one up there because it's, you know, branding. Let's take a short Pepsi break. Okay. Where's the Dragon Heart, by the way? I mean, I see the regular heart. I don't see the Dragon Heart on here. Not that it matters. You only get that from a sub-dungeon anyway. And if they were going to put that on there, they would have put the Yin and Yang sword on there. So, yeah, I'm asking questions to a wall. Alright, so now we're getting to some regular items that are very, you know, normal. You know, they help everybody. The Hero's Helm, +5 HP, +1 MP, +2 base damage. Like, a really good item to, like, just find for free if you're level 1. But is it worth paying 18 gold for? No. No, it's not. I'm going to put it in the D's. It probably belongs in C, but it's the least remarkable thing so far. Mage's Plate, C. And, you know, it would be higher, but, you know, let's go over why it's not. So, Mage Plate. Oh, it's raining. +1 MP and -5% bonus damage per uneven character level. So, at the max level, you're going to get -25% bonus damage and +5 MP. So, I mean, that's nice. 5 MP is pretty nice, but that's a very costly expense. If you're going pure mage, you won't notice. You know, you just go ahead and get your mage plate, your battle mage ring, your mage orb, and your mage pearl together, and you know, things will be great. But it doesn't work that way. You know, I almost never look at this thing. Alright, what are these? The martyr wraps? Yeah, the martyr wraps. Okay, so every attack you do will give it a corrode. And every time you level, every enemy you can see, which means every enemy you've uncovered, will also get a bonus corrode. So you can start putting corrode on the final boss. I'm putting it in B because I haven't really done corrode. I haven't, like, entered my Rat Monarch arc. Rat Monarch arc. That's like saying low-cal calzone zone. Rat Monarch arc. Yeah, so, yeah, corrosion can be really nice. You just, you know, it's kind of like poison fighting, but you're letting them heal all the way to full anyway. And that eventually they're going to be weak enough that you can kill them. It's very costly in terms of exploration space, though. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm putting it in B mostly because I know it's a good item. I just don't know how to use it yet. I don't know what this is. I don't know why I left it there. I don't think it's a translocation scroll seal. Why did I leave it there? Where is the translocation seal? Is it one of these three? No, these are health, mana, and attack boosters, I'm certain. And I don't know. Huh. Alright, well, catch the fish. We'll come back to that later. Maybe it'll come to me. I don't know. This item is actually called HS Balloon. I have no idea what it's doing here either. I'm fairly certain it's a Extreme Edition addition. There we go with the words again. Edition. What it does is adds plus 10 conversion points to every item you convert regardless. So it's really nice for items that are small and cheap, like, hey, let's say goat food. It shouldn't be here though because it's an extreme item. It has nothing to do with what I'm currently doing. Alright, this looks like the Slayer wand, but I assure you it is the piercing wand. And that one is not a silver challenge. It's you know, do double dare or something. So every time you hit something with burned res, it will take their resistances down by 3%. And it costs 13 gold. And it's a large item, so you know it takes up full space. C. But still above Mage's Plate, because I mean, there's been a boss or two that it's been absolutely required for, because you know they're almost immune to magic, but you definitely don't want to physically hit them. So this would really help, but 3% every time you cast Burn is going to take forever. So it's very situational, and we're talking about things that will help us in the most situations possible. So that's kind of why some of these things are going lower, even though some of them have been heroes in their own right of some of my runs. Hang on. I know what we need to do here. So he wants a fish. Can I move this? I can move this. Can you eat a tilapia? I had tilapia last night. Yeah, alright. There we go. Cool. He's gone. Alright, so hopefully that didn't annoy you. What do we do next? Oh yeah, the plate mail. So, plate mail gives you +2 protection, damage reduction I should say, per character level, but your attacks are always slowed. So you will always go second even if the opposing enemy is lower level than you, and you have get in there and all this other stuff, and you have wait what and you slowed them down. You're just always slow. Sometimes this can be really good, like if you're going for a vampiric run, or you're pairing it with the really big sword, so you're slowed anyway. I don't know. That slow really hurts. It'd be a bit better if there was some sort of hierarchy to slowness, like if the enemy were lower level and you slowed them, could you go first? But no, you always go second here. Stoneheart. Break a wall, gain a heart. Replenish 1 health per level and 1 mana whenever a wall is destroyed. So you only get 1 mana. You don't get like 10 mana at level 10. So don't get excited. So knock back in this wall. It's really helpful for that. Or maybe if you go with Ben Lord. I haven't even unlocked him on my regular game yet. Speaking of which, internet's back, so I can go do that. It's just I'm on my other computer right now because not coincidence, but convenience. I don't have 14 on my other computer because it takes forever to download, and I keep screwing it up. So yeah. Anyway, Stoneheart, pretty good if you get Pissorf. It's a little nice bonus for if you're doing like an Endless Wall thing. If you go with Benlor, sure, but I'm putting it in the C rank. It costs 14. It's a large item. I could have sworn it was small. Hang on. I know the Dragon Soul is small. How come it's not telling me the size things here? Catch the fish. So it tells me this is a small item. Hang on. It tells me this is a small item. It tells me this is a small item. Are you telling me the rock heart is not small? That makes it so much worse, actually. I'm sorry. I still can't say it's as bad as these two, though. So, keep going. Alright, here we go. Wait. What is this? Oh, okay. These two just happen to look the same, okay? They're two completely different. So the Mana Orb. Immunity to Mana Burn. Right? Soul Orb, rather. So it's a small item. Only costs 16. Immunity to getting Mana Burn. That's actually really good. I'm going to put it in A rank. Immunity to Poison, I would also put it in A rank. Because having an immunity to either of those things just makes it so much easier to fight certain things. Mana more so than poison. I know someday that might get me killed, but it's just, when you get poisoned, you don't lose all your health, okay? When you get Mana Burn, you do lose all your mana, so it's more important. The Stone Sigil. Probably one of the worst items. Small item, sure. Only costs 14, sure. Converts for 30, sure. 1 piety for every EXP valuable monster you kill. You can make the case that if you buy it first thing off the bat, if you happen to find it, you can get like 30 piety you wouldn't have gotten in the first place. What do you want? Rice? Oh, you found rice. Okay. Did that put it in my... Okay, it did. What can I do? I can sell it. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, okay? I just thought it'd be fun to have this little fishing game going on while we're doing this. And it is. We're all having fun. Lots of fun, aren't we? I just realized that you can see like all my stuff I have going on here. Don't judge me, please. I swear this says learning to draw from the start. Not any other word that starts with F, okay? Alright. Witchalock Pendant. Finally, we're starting to get to mage items that I like. And what to do? Whenever you cast Burn Your Eyes, you get like 20% physical resist. It's really, really nice. I would put it high A rank, to be honest. There. He did not want to get dethroned, so you know what? We'll let him keep his throne, alright? I take people's feelings into consideration. I take inanimate objects' feelings into consideration, okay? No one can say I'm mean. So how hard is it to unlock? It's not really hard. You just gotta do the whole halflings hoe thing. Why do I like it so much? Well, for one, it's a small item. The conversion rate is pretty bad, but you don't really need to convert it. It's really more like, hey, I burned something 3 times, now I have 60% physical resist for 1 hit. It really helps your melee mage hybrid attack style, okay? That's just what I think. By the way, by putting the preps, the default, the found, and the elite down below, that doesn't mean that I think that they're all terrible. I just wanted them to be somewhere else, so they weren't distracting. I guess. I think that makes sense. Tri-Sword. So what that does is it's a large item. Plus 2 damage. Hang on, let me see if I can nerd out. Plus 2 damage. It costs 12 gold. converts for 45, and it gives you +7 damage when you drink a potion, and the next hit will be +6, the next hit will be +5, until it goes back down to +2, so you power it up by drinking potions. It really helps you to drink potions while fighting rather than just saving all the potions for the end. Am I right? 12? 35, I was off. But I was right on everything else, so, you know. Warlord, silver. It's actually a pretty hard unlock, if I remember right. Warlord was, like, one of the really hard ones. I'm putting it... low B. 12 for 35 doesn't make it really good for conversion, but it's not terrible either. But, you know, I do save all my potions for the end. But, you know, plus 5 damage, base damage, for a good while is pretty good. And +2 damage all the time is, you know, can't beat that. Vampiric Blade. Any disagreements? Do I need to explain why? Just having any source of vampirism is really good. And it's really hard to get vampirism. You have to, like, either go with your cool and forgo a lot of physical and magic resist, or you can get this sword. Or you can be a vampire. You can be 2 of those things, but you can't be all 3. So, yeah, this is a pretty good item. Definitely turns popcorn not only into a level up catapult launcher, but also a heal you to keep attacking launcher. Some would even say this, but come on guys, Midas gloves. I like to think these are the actual gloves that King Midas wore and they just happen to turn into gold. Something like that. What am I doing? Alright, the Venom Dagger. This must be Ninja Silver, right? Yeah, 16 and 50, it's pretty good conversion rate. Small item, so it's appreciated. And it even looks like the Bounce Dagger, so you know there's a family resemblance there. What does that mean? It means a lot of things. It means that you poison enemies. It's really good if you're ninja, because ninjas do bonus damage to poison enemies. For everyone else, particularly Monk, it's just good for region fighting things. But how often do you do that? And it was, what, 16 gold? 16 gold. It's kind of hard to say that you're going to do that, but at the same time, it's like such an easy item to just add to any character that will probably make you pretty good, except a pure mage. B. Low B. War Garble. I really want to like the War Garble, guys, because, I mean, it's etched on there, War Garble. The Berserker was drunk when he found it, and he had no idea why he picked it up. He just slaughtered a whole bunch of mages the night before. It has a story. And if we were judging things by their stories, it'd be an S, but... So, whenever you hit an enemy, well, I'm not actually judging it. We're just putting it in the B's so that way I can think about this. So, whenever you hit an enemy... Oh, I'm full, huh? After all this inventory I use. Alright, let me sell that. Yeah, earned 1 Harma. I'm hoping that recycled it automatically. Oh well. So, War Garble. You attack an enemy, it's kind of like you're casting Burn Drowse on them. It puts a burn stack on them and doesn't blow up the burn stack. So, in a way, it kind of works like its own concentrated Martyr Wraps, only on that one particular enemy. And only until you attack something else or you cause something to make the burn stacks to explode, which, you know, there's not a whole lot of things you can do aside from attacking another enemy. So, it really goes well with a hybrid mage melee, because you're building up your attack, you're building up your magic attack, as long as you're focused. As soon as you attack a popcorn, though, to level up, or another target for any other reason, well, guess what? All the burn stacks go away, or they'll just delete and do that much damage to the enemy, so it's not terrible. It feels like it's kind of like a battle mage ring somewhat, because you're adding a whole bunch of damage, but it's like, you have to be a pure mage. Well, no, you don't have to be a pure mage, because you're obviously attacking, but you have to be really dedicated to who you're killing. I'll put it right next to its friend, the Battle Mage ring. These five went to grade school together. They don't remember Wargarble though because he had a different haircut, and they think that he's way too melee to be with them, and they're like, oh, he's just pretending that he knew us, and he didn't really. But Wargarble remembers like all the sleepovers and stuff they had, so you know they're the five musketeers whether they like it or not, and that's not even a real thing to say. So this is kind of my list. I still have no idea what this is, and I do know what this is, but it doesn't belong here. Would I put the Elite anywhere? It doesn't really matter, because if you just unlock the Elite, you get Elite stores anyway, so I don't think that really counts. I'm just kind of looking over real quick to see, this is Captain Thief's ranking, okay? Maybe some of these things are actually literally better, but in my opinion, this is about where I think things would end up. I don't know, Wargarble, some days it feels like a C. I think it kind of belongs in the B. It's something. It's a very odd sword because even if you're not dedicated to killing something, if something takes 3 hits to kill, you do +1 damage, +2 damage, +3 damage. That's basically +2 damage average per hit additional that you wouldn't have been doing earlier. So that's something. That's certainly something. And also you make it so that they regenerate a little slower, so that counts for something, I think. That's why it belongs kind of in the middle of the B's. Martyr Reps might actually belong a bit higher than that, but we already have this whole mage thing going on. My headcanon is filling in as we speak, and we've already gotten a manga deal with it going on, and I hope you look forward to Doki Doki, my Mana Orb is a complete Battle Mage Ring Wargarble High School, coming this fall on Crunchyroll. Cringe. I really like the Dragon Soul. I still like this, even though I probably only used it like twice in my entire Desktop Dungeons career. It's not like something I buy instantly. These two I will see and I'll be like, yes. I'll see this, I'll see yes. Somehow I'll start the game and it'll already be in my inventory. I don't even remember buying it, and it will already have happened. Yeah, so this is what I think. What do you think? This is probably what I'm going to be unlocking. Good job fishing, by the way. I've already unlocked this. So we'll probably go through the Midas Gloves, the Vampire Blade, try to get those to appear as often as possible. The Dragon Soul will be a little hard. Paladin shouldn't be too hard. I don't remember Paladin giving me too much trouble. These two are just like, puzzle league things. They're not too bad. You can just look up the solution if you get stuck, and I don't get that stuck. And then I can just ignore everything B and below. No, not really. I still want to get everything B, and we'll try to ignore the C's and the D's. Does that sound fair? So no Fighter Silver, no. What is this? What's the Mage Plate? No, Wizard Silver. Oh, that's too bad. I really like the Wizard. Oh, well. And no Rock Heart. How did we get the Rock Hearts? Slime Pit. Okay, so we'll ignore those. We'll look out for these things, and we won't unlock them. And this is how I'm gonna get back into this. I'm gonna start unlocking some of these things, just so I have a better chance. Because I still want to beat Gauntlet. Maybe not Vicious Gauntlet. And I definitely want to beat Namtar's Lair on Desktop Dungeons Rewind. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, let's see. Hang on. Oh, cool. Now we have multiple red pandas. I don't know why I put... Oh, I do remember. I was doing this whole Christmas theme thing. Anyway, yeah. Hang on, we gotta look at the camera. There we go. Yeah, I can totally do something with the group chat thing. What's it called? You know what? Never mind. Ignore it. Ignore it. I really like this song. Alright, anyway, that's been my tier ranking. Sorry it's been a cluster mess, especially in terms of timing, but I really want to do this for a while, and I want to do it my way, and I feel like a fishing red panda while I play FF14 in the background is exactly the way to do it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know. Maybe you can change my mind on some of these things. This isn't set in stone except for the stone heart, which just became a D. Just kidding. I know it's part of like the ultimate god setup where if you set it up in just the right way, you can get a free piss off and do infinite damage because you're healing back as much MP as you are breaking things. But A, I don't know how to do that, and B, it's very, very hard to set up, and you're not going to set it up anywhere where that matters, like Vicious Gauntlet or something. So, yeah. No apologies for the mage plate, no apologies for the plate mail or the mage plate. I just don't like those. So, I have bought them both before, just to say I was wearing 2 sets of armor. It was funny, but it's all just a meme. So yeah, that's it. Thanks. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.